Hello, my name is CyberOwl. I'm going to go ahead and give us a quick first look at Elder Scrolls Legends. It is a card game released by Bethesda and Direwolf Studios. I had a first chance to look at this game back at PAX East earlier this year, and I had a lot of fun playing it. It's very much Hearthstone meets almost Magic the Gathering in a sense, and I actually think that it has a lot of potential to be the next big online card game, especially with the fact that Bethesda is going to be putting a lot of care into making it feel like an actual Elder Scrolls game. Just listening to the music and the menu screens alone makes you actually feel like you're playing Oblivion, Skyrim, Morrowind. And it's going to be interesting to see as we walk through it. I already looked at the prologue, which is really just a video looking at the game. This game currently is in beta, and they are sending out the beta access in waves, and if you get an email about it, obviously just go onto the Bethesda launcher, launch it up, and you can play it yourself. But now that the NDA has been dropped and everybody can start making content about it, I figured I'd jump on the ball to go ahead and bring you guys a video just to give you a little bit of insight as to what's going to be in this game. So we're going to go ahead and do Chapter 1, and the character that I chose to start out with is a Norn. And the reason that is because the Norns very much suit my playstyle. One moment. Interrupting me in the middle of my video. How rude. The Norns very much suit my playstyle because they're very much about counterattacking, which is something that I like to do. Both Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and any other card game that I actually do end up playing, that tends to be my playstyle. So let's go ahead and go into Chapter 1, The Fighting Pit. So as you can see, that is my avatar. You have a wide variety of choices for your avatar. I just so happened to choose the one that looked the most badass to me.
Why do I have a feeling they're going to kill us either way?
As you can see, he just played a one-cost creature. Similar how in Hearthstone you have mana, you have the same thing here. So your Magicka is your mana. So since I have one Magicka, I can play this one-cost Scuttler. And then you have to end your turn just like Hearthstone. There's a waiting period before you can attack with any of your creatures. Alright, now that I have the two Magicka, gonna go ahead and play this character. Now I'm gonna go ahead and attack it. I must attack the enemy creature. Alright, fine. So I'll take out the Mudstone Crab and then, boom. Now, my Scuttler is still alive. He's probably gonna try and take it out with Desperate Captive. The number on the left, they're just explaining it briefly, is the power. The number on the right is your health. Kind of obvious. And the number on the top is going to be your cost. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play my Trapper, and then just going to attack him directly. You don't say, game. I had no idea. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and end. Let's see what he brings out. He has 4 Magicka. He plays Defiant Prisoner. And he is also playing a Nord deck, so it's going to be interesting. Actually, I have a Wood Elf card, which is weird, but it is what it is. So I can pretty much one-shot him at this point. He has nothing to force me to defend, so I'm going to go ahead and power my Valenwood Trapper to attack him directly and end the game.
If we work together, we might have a chance.
One thing I like about the victory screens is that it has a very cinematic style look to it. It's not just like in Hearthstone where your avatar just kind of pops up in their little icon and just kind of sit there like that. It's not really that impressive, but this looks a lot more impressive. As you can see, I just leveled up to level 2 as well. And wow, actually it changed the cinematic. I didn't actually see that at PAX East when they did it before. So let's see what I get for leveling up. For leveling up, I got a Valenwood Trapper card upgrade. This is new. I did not see this at PAX East. What will it upgrade to? Oh! It upgrades to a completely different card. That's actually really cool. So my Valenwood Trapper upgraded to a Valenwood Huntsman. So now instead of just being a creature that can attack, when you summon it, it deals 1 damage. So it gains an extra ability after you quote-unquote evolve it, which is actually a pretty neat feature. I also got Crushing Blow as the winning reward, which deals 3 damage. Cool. And then my second win reward is an Orc Clansman, which I believe only works in an Orc deck. Also cool. That's alright. So let's move on to Chapter 2, The Escape.
I'm here, one of the blades. 2 of us, a dozen of them. It's almost a fair fight.
I like how it's trying to hold somewhat of a narrative. And I remember them talking at PAX East about the fact that they were going to implement a somewhat story mode to the game. Which, if this is what we're going to be expecting, I'd be pretty happy with it. Especially with it having so much detail in what they're trying to portray. So, as per last game, I'm going to go ahead and put my Scuttler down. Oh, okay, so now they're introducing the lanes. I gotta remember what the lanes do. I know one lane's for attacking and one lane's for defending, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am mistaken. Alright, okay, no. The lanes, you have basically, if you want to attack somebody directly and they have something in the lane, you have to attack what's in the lane. If they don't, you can attack them directly. Okay. So now I can attack this Acolyte. My Scuttler stays alive. Now I end my turn. A Daedra Worshipper. What a bastard. Okay. So I got another Scuttler. So I'll play the Scuttler here. Can't. Okay, now I don't know what the lanes do anymore, because before it was similar to Infinity Wars, where you had one lane for attacking, one lane for defending. I think it's just for abilities that suit particular lanes. I'm not 100% sure. Or it lets you attack creatures that are within that lane, but you can't attack one across. So let's go ahead and see if that's... Oh, never mind. It's going to force me to actually play Valenwood Huntsman to take it out. So I'll take out the Assassin. Boom. Use my 2 Scuttlers to hit him in the face for some damages. Alright, beautiful. So let's see. So I'll test it out next turn. Daedric High Priestess, and of course he plays it in the fucking lane that I'm in. I just want to test what the lanes do, god damn it. Alright, well, I win. I mean, I just kind of kicked your ass, so I don't think you saying that I can't escape is going to really do all that much. Alright, so it's the same little cinematic here after every game. Okay. I still get my game rewards, and since I didn't level up, I don't get that first one. I got a Sunhold Medic, which gives a creature 2 health, which is good. And then I also got a Fiery Imp. When a Fiery Imp attacks, deal 2 damage to your opponent. I'd say that's pretty damn good for a 1 cost. That's a little scary, actually. Well then. Chapter 3, Dark Omens. So, thus far it seems like there's supposed to be a narrative going in with this story. Kinda hard to follow. The only thing I really have an understanding of is the fact that... You don't say. That was established already. The only thing I don't really understand is how I got captured. Why am I all of a sudden trying to escape and I couldn't do that before? Why bother escaping? What did I do? Etc. So it's almost like Skyrim, or practically any other Elder Scrolls game where you get captured at the beginning. I think Bethesda has a little bit of a fetish for that, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'll play my Fiery Imp, end my turn. It's the only thing I can really do. Next turn it's going to force me to play my Patroller. Alright, so Skimp. It's a Daedra with 2 health and 1 damage. Okay, what do I get? An Imperial Legionnaire. You mean like Hearthstone? Alright, so I'm going to ignore that thing. Just so that I can hit him in the face for a little bit more damage on turn 1. Yeah, it's going to trade, but it's not going to matter too much. Alright, he played a Vile Imp. Alright, now I can actually test what I wanted to test before. So what I can do is... Okay, yeah. I can only target certain creatures that are in the same lane, and I can't target across. As you see, I cannot target the imp that already is damaged, but I can target this one that's right in front of me. Or I could target him directly. Okay. See, now, that now makes a lot more sense. So now I have a choice of either summoning my Valenwood Huntsman or my Imperial Legionnaire. I could also summon my Sunhold Medic, but I don't think it's going to do too much right now. So I'll summon my Huntsman, take out the Scamp, and then take out the Imp as well. I'll trade into it. because I don't think doing too much face damage right now is going to do all that much. Alright, so he just played a Prowling Hunger Daedra, which gives himself +1/+1. Alright, that's a fair ability there. So, not much I can really do against it as of this moment. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to summon my Imperial Legionnaire, as well as my Sunhold Medic, and empower my Legionnaire so he has 6 health, hit him in the face for some damages. So now he's going to be forced to either trade or hit me in the face for some damage. And that he plays a Fearsome Dremora, which is another Daedra, 3/3/4 cost. Okay, that's actually a little expensive for just a 3/3. Then again, I believe my Legionnaire was only a 3 cost, so yeah, it's still better. So what I can do now, I can use Crushing Blow on that card he just played, get that off the board, and then hit him in the face for a nice chunk of damage. As you can see, also the animations as well as the creatures all sound really unique whenever they're attacking. So each one has a certain sound of getting hit or dying or dealing damage or winning the game off of some damage. And I find that really cool and unique. Hearthstone is just kind of like this generic slashing or generic hitting, and it doesn't really do much in the way of being creative with its sounds. So I'll play my Whiterun Recruit as well as my Morthal Watchman, and then hit him in the face for some more damage. Next turn should be game, unless he plays something that completely wipes the board. He played a Wicked Spiderling that lets him draw a card. A 5 cost 2/2? That's expensive as hell. Why the hell would... I guess he just kind of conceded at this point, so I'll use a Heavy Battle Axe on my Legionnaire, hit him in the face for 7. Alright, now I hit level 3. I can go ahead and click to skip these cinematics. Now let's see what I get for my level up awards this time. So my Whiterun Recruit is getting upgraded now from a 4/2/4 cost Nord into what exactly? A Whiterun Trooper. Holy shit! 4 cost 6/2. He doesn't really have that much health, but I have other cards that can give him more health anyway. So that actually is a pretty nice upgrade, especially for something that's just a 4 cost. So now I also get a 3-pack this time of strength cards. So I got a Battle Rage Orc, which is a 2/3/3 cost with charge, meaning just like in Hearthstone, it lets you attack when you play the card. A 4 cost Fireball, which deals 1 damage to all enemies. That's pretty decent, especially if they have a lot of weaklings on the board. And a 4 cost... What the fuck? A 4 cost 9/1 Bog Lurcher. With health empowerment, that is actually unbelievably strong if you play it properly. Alright, so after 3 chapters of looking at Elder Scrolls Legends, I'm going to go ahead and give a brief synopsis as to what I think about it. There are some features that I haven't touched upon yet that I'm going to touch upon in a later video, but just off of the first 3 beginning chapters of the story mode, I have to say that it's something that's going to keep me a little bit more invested than Hearthstone. With Hearthstone, you're just playing against random people, and you're just kind of going at it like any other arena card game. With this, it's trying to get you to keep touch with a narrative, so I might go back and reread what was going on in the story so that I could catch myself up for the next video, but I'd have to say that thus far, Elder Scrolls Legends is going to be a nice competitor for Hearthstone, especially once it's released out of beta, because it's going to be a free-to-play game as well. Now, if you want to sign up for the Elder Scrolls Legends beta, you go to the Bethesda website and you create an account on Bethesda.net. Once you do, there's going to be something that says beta invites or beta request. You can go ahead and go there and you'll be able to click on Elder Scrolls Legends. You'll have to submit like a mini application of sorts, just with your information and where they can go ahead and send the beta key if they do choose to accept you. And then you'll be basically waiting for your turn in the beta waves that are becoming more and more frequent. They just dropped the NDA today at noon today, which today is July 28th. So now people can go ahead and start actually making content regarding the game. So expect to see a lot of people giving their own idea as to what they think Elder Scrolls Legends is going to be like. I'm going to go ahead and do a full playthrough of Elder Scrolls Legends story mode with a variety of different characters so that I get a feel for how the Nords play, High Elves. Every race that you can find in Morrowind, Oblivion, Arena even, Skyrim, you'll be able to play in this game. There's set cards per race. And on top of that, each race specializes in certain tactics. Like I said before, Nords, Nords are actually able to go ahead and have a lot of counterattack damage. And I believe High Elves have a lot of board clear. So whenever you play a High Elf card, usually they'll be able to take off something on the board the moment you play the card, rather than using it on an attack. So it's going to be really interesting to see what strategies and what decks are made with Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm CyberOwl. You can follow me on Twitch at CyberOwlCaster. Same thing for my Twitter at CyberOwlCaster. And you can find me at CastersCaravan as well. That is a casting service that basically we provide an agency for people to learn how to shoutcast or become streamers or become content creators. So go ahead and follow us on those channels. And I will be joining you again next week with another Elder Scrolls Legends video. Thank you again for watching.